Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Lori Schulte. Thanks for joining us. First, we bring you the buzz for the week of September 7th through the 13th. There are many services residents enjoy while living in Bloomington, but according to a recent survey, the work carried out by our police officers and firefighters is at the top of the list. For the 5th year, the city sent out the National Citizen Survey to 3,000 residents. The response rate was 35%, with 90% of people giving high ratings to police and 96% to fire services.
People like living in Bloomington. It's obvious we're seeing good marks again for people like Bloomington. They love to stay here. They report they plan to stay here for 5 years or more. And we also find that safety is a key priority for residents, and they do feel very safe in Bloomington.
While safety, drinking water, and snow removal got rave reviews, there were areas for improvement. Quality of life and overall image scores saw a decrease compared to other years. Another area for concern was the availability of quality, affordable housing. 18 of the 120 topics surveyed dropped below the margin of error.
We're going to take a closer look at those. We're going to take a closer look at services and where they came in, and see if there are services where we could do improvements, make improvements on customer service. We're also tying these all into the City Council strategic plan, which they're working on right now. And we will be looking at making improvements in areas in their strategic plan related to the citizen survey. And then we'll be testing again next year to see how we're doing and if we're making improvements in those areas.
A national business survey was also conducted for the 2nd year in a row. Those results will be revealed during the Business Day at City Hall event with the Chamber of Commerce. And as you just heard, the hard work that takes place at the police department is appreciated, and you have a chance to help our men and women in blue carry out their mission. The Bloomington Police Department is accepting applications for reserve officer positions. The reserve unit is made up of dedicated volunteers who help officers with community service tasks and non-police functions at crime scenes, accidents, or other emergencies. Volunteers come from a variety of backgrounds. Some are interested in a career in law enforcement. Others want to provide community service to help keep Bloomington safe and secure. Reserve officers work regular scheduled shifts on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. One of 2 shifts a month is typical. All training, uniforms, and equipment is provided. If you would like to apply, head to blm.mn/reserves. Some big news for Bloomington Public Health. The department received national accreditation, making it one of 7 local public health agencies in Minnesota with this title. The accreditation process helps ensure that programs and services fit the community's needs while giving the agency credibility and accountability to the public, funders, elected officials, and partner organizations. To receive this designation, Bloomington Public Health went through a rigorous review process to ensure it meets or exceeds quality standards. Staff says this accreditation acknowledges the excellent work staff carries out to serve the residents of Bloomington, Edina, and Richfield. And finally, we wrap up this week's buzz with a few reminders and more information about the garbage and recycling program. First, the cart rollout process. The consortium, made up of Bloomington's 6 licensed haulers, decided to begin exchanging container carts during the week of August 8th. The cart exchange will continue through the end of September. During this 8-week process, haulers will exchange all types of carts with the same or similar cart sizes. Some residents will have a new hauler and a new cart. Haulers are now also collecting garbage and recycling in their newly assigned zones. Until you receive your carts, roll out your garbage, recycling, and yard waste carts on your regular trash day, even if the carts are empty until the end of September. Have your carts out before 7 in the morning on your regular garbage day and leave them out until the end of the business day, at least until 6 p.m. Some haulers are noticing residents are taking carts back to their house before they can be swapped.
I think once we get through some of these hurdles with the cart swap out, people get used to seeing the utility bill with their recycling and trash on it. Everybody will notice right away, starting in October, even actually before October, there will be less trucks on their streets. So there will be an immediate impact to everybody of of how good this program is going to be.
With fall weather right around the corner, you may be wondering about yard waste services if you plan on raking your leaves. If you already bought a yard waste subscription for this year through your current hauler, that service will continue past the October start date of the new program. But starting next year, in 2017, or if you want to begin yard waste collection this fall, the service will be carried out by the city. It will be a subscription service. The full service option goes from April 15th to November 30th and costs $79.50. If you want the partial service, that goes from August 1st to November 30th at a reduced rate of $49.75. That partial service is only available this fall. Starting in 2017, it will only be offered to residents who moved after yard waste season began. In following years, it will be billed at an annual rate. If you don't want a subscription, you can pay $4 per bag for on-call services. Stickers can be purchased through the utility billing office. Stickers will be available late September. To schedule on-call collection, you must contact the billing office 48 hours prior to your collection day. And lastly, here's some information on the new billing process. You will receive your new garbage and recycling charges on your first utility statement following the October start date of the new program. Your initial charges will be prorated. Your subsequent statements will include full charges unless you have suspended service for a month or more. If you paid past October 3rd with your current hauler for garbage and recycling services, you may contact your hauler for reimbursement. That is the buzz on Bloomington today for the week of September 7th through the 13th. If you would like to watch other stories from the show, go to this week's playlist. There you'll find 2 pieces explaining why people love Bloomington. The first video dives into why people do business here. The second showcases why residents live here. Check those out, and thanks for watching.